am a psychologist by training. When I was in college, I majored in psychology, and I have a PhD in social psychology. So I've always been really interested in what factors influence and shape the decisions that people make. And I've been particularly interested in the social factors that influence people's decisions. So I've been at the Smith School for about 13 years now, and I love being here. I do research on, I would say, sort of the intersection of decision making, consumer behavior, and social psychology. It's good for the students when faculty bring their research into the classroom because the research often challenges assumptions, and we want students to make decisions based on data and not just intuition. Example of my research that was able to kind of impact other people and I hope help them make some decisions in their longer term interest was a project where we looked at people's reluctance to engage in leisure activities by themselves out in the world, out in public.
Researchers find the fear of judgment by strangers plays a big part, but the report also says those who go solo enjoy their time out just as much as they would with a friend. Rebecca Ratner co-authored the study. She's a professor of marketing at the Robert H. Smith School of Business at the University of Maryland. Rebecca, good morning.
Thank you for having me. This was an interesting set of findings, just the pervasiveness of these worries that we have about what other people might think of us, even if they are strangers. So I hope that MBA students, after they take a course like the consumer behavior course that I teach, will find it useful when they're in their internships or when they're on the job, when they see that there's situations where some kind of a psychological tool would be helpful, that they can draw on that toolkit they have developed to come up with an appropriate response. I think it's essential to be able to understand how to take a perspective of another person, to understand what their perceptions might be, to think through what might grab their attention, might make information appealing to that audience.